Hey, weekly options members, Wiz here. Wanted to knock out a quick after the close video. Haven't done one of these in a while, but a lot of Obama teachable moments in here today as far as weekly options. I talked, I think, with Frank in the ready room earlier today, talking accelerator retirement, a little bit about weekly options, and obviously the smash into the close was comical. So for those of you, I blasted out the 2390, 2395 bear call spread. Give you my strategic mindset as to why I did that in the SITREP, so make sure you watch that. But this huge pop and this bounce, you know, there was a little technical analysis behind it, like I talked about in the PLTB and the weekly options. I said, hey, we bounced off the 50 here, gave some back. We're going to bounce off the 50 here. That was supported also by the blistering ADP numbers today. I mean, it was just, my God, it came in really, really hot. Let's take a look here. Where's Wednesday? So kind of the story, I covered this in Accelerator Retirement, but big revision to the downside. We're kind of missing this, the forest through the trees, from about 300,000 to 250. So a $50,000 drop in payrolls there is interesting, but obviously the market focused on the 263. Good news is good news in this type of market, so that was great, and the market had to rip your face off rally. But my selling that bear call spread into this pop was, ADP is not going to come out again tomorrow and say, hey, it's 263. Did you not hear me yesterday? So this was easy to sell into, especially since if we get a blistering number on Friday, we were going to, I think, would be selling the news. So it was a layup, more or less, to place that bear call spread, in my opinion. Now, obviously, hindsight's 2020, and I'm not Nostradamus here. The other thing I brought up in the SITREP and I think in the PLTB yesterday was the FOMC minutes. I said, hey, the written word is sometimes a hell of a lot different than the spoken word. And the spoken word last time was kind of dovish. Remember, the market actually rallied after that Fed meeting. And I briefed you on a lot of the folks on Wall Street saying, you know what, I don't think that's the reaction the Fed wanted out of the market. They didn't want a yay. They wanted a little bit of a, okay, we're getting serious here. You guys better wake up. So we saw that in the written word today. I didn't think it would be that bad, but hell, I'll take it. So we go from being up 15, 16 on the S&P 500 to ending up down 7. So if you got into these trades today, I think when I sent the text alert out, this was at 85 cents. Regardless, I got filled at 75, and it's now at 5 cents. So for those of you who got in this one, that's a 93% gain in a day. In one weekly options trade, $1,000. Now, I didn't close it before the close, obviously. Anything, hopefully you guys did. Told you in Accelerator Retirement today with the Apple Bull put spread that we closed in a week with a 7 in front of it, right? 70, 80, 90% gains in a trade, get out of them. Okay, so we closed the Apple Bull put spread in AR, but hopefully you got out of this. I didn't end up getting out of that, the Bull put spread, the whatever it is. So this is still an iron condor for me. The bottom of this is the 2335, 2340. Okay, so I sent out that text alert and said, hey, I would close this right now for whatever it was. What was it? I forget. Whatever the text alert said. And here's why. Now, some of you, I guarantee you were sitting there going, well, this looks great. This is a pop. I'm going to squeeze whatever airspeed I can out of this bull put spread and take it to the merge for max profit. This is why. Look at the top right up here. Down 7. Okay, up, let's just say, up 15 on the S&P at its peak or whatever it was, closed down 7, guys. So go on, take the money and run. Just like the guy in the song says, go and take the money and run. You should have with that bull put spread today. I didn't get out of it. I tried to maneuver around, but now I'm still in the iron condor. So the iron condor is up over $900. So we got $1,000 here. So we got about $2,000 in weekly options profit since Monday. And oh, by the way, the little mentioned Goldman Sachs bear call spread is now up 44%. So $475 gain on the Goldman Sachs weekly options bear call spread. And there's an 85% probability of another $1,000 there. So there's $1,100, $2,100, and potentially, what's that? 54. Let's just round up. Potentially $5,500 in weekly options profits by Friday if this iron condor goes through the uprights here. I don't think we implode tomorrow. I think we get back to where that 50-day moving average, and we hold it. I think we give some of this back, just like we did here, guys. This is awesome. I'm having a blast. That's the other reason I'm shooting kind of this aftermarket video, which I rarely do, is because this is fun, man. I know Frank called it some white knuckle trading. This should be normal to you by now. Next week, we are doing a full throttle launch. And if you're watching this on YouTube or StockTwits or anything like that, you can grab a slot for our full throttle sessions next week. Go.topgunoptions.com/joinFT. Join full throttle. It's free. It's a full week of live trading and training. So I strongly recommend you do it. I'll debrief these weekly options trades, and we're going to be putting new ones on as well. So obviously my members don't have to register for that. You guys are already in these. But I thought it would be a pretty good Obama teachable moment that since we haven't had a full throttle, I think the last full throttle group that joined us was in January. What is it? March. By January to March, you should understand that weekly options, even though we printed money, I think we have a 90 to 92% hit rate since the beginning of the year with our weekly options. Man, this has just been like shooting fish in a barrel, and I hate when people say that because that means next week, I'm going to end up being the village idiot. So I think that it shouldn't be that white knuckle now. I get it as a retail trader, you kind of feel that way, but to be honest with you folks, if it wasn't white knuckle, everybody would be doing it. Everybody isn't, but we are, and we're doing it incredibly well with a 90-ish% hit rate, which is phenomenal. And I'll wear that one like a badge of honor. Okay, so just wanted to give you a little teachable moment that you should be taking profits on those bull put spreads when you see a 7, 8, or 9 in front of it. 70, 80, 90% in a couple days is a hell of a return, and then a 93% in a couple hours is a hell of a return as well. So I'm going to try and get out of these tomorrow, or obviously I think the futures are down a little bit. I think I don't know if I can get the full $1,000 out of this. We'll see. And then I'm going to hold on the Iron Condor and hold on the Goldman Sachs. Okay. And again, if you're just watching this on YouTube or my Facebook page or Twitter, and you want to see how the hell we're potentially making $5,500 this week, we've already made what $2,300 since Monday. It's a hell of a week. I could have just closed all these out today for a $2,300 gain since Monday and grabbed a cigar and sat out here by the pool. I'm not. I'm going to actively manage these and do some good stuff. And potentially, the $2,300 more or less pays for an annual offensive subscription here at TGO, and you're going to find out next week when you signed up exactly what an annual full throttle offensive package includes. Okay, so have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless, and I'll see you with Thursday's market SITREP sometime tomorrow. We'll see you.